Good morning, student. We start the next chapter, that is a module number 3, Maxwell equation, EM waves and optical fibers. Some parts we discuss in class, so that just we go throughout the revision. In that, first one is physical significance. Here physical significance means every rotating body, the momentum is an angular momentum. Every rotating a body, we get the momentum, that is angular momentum, and that angular momentum is perpendicular to the momentum. Here just is momentum means linear momentum. We know the linear momentum, we denoted the linear momentum, that is a p bar. Here linear momentum is defined as product of mass into velocity, so that the angular momentum acts the direction perpendicular to the momentum, that is a linear momentum and radius vector. For this explanation, we get the definition of angular momentum. Here angular momentum is defined as L bar, and it is defined by cross product of radius vector r bar and linear momentum p bar. Hence L bar is equal to r bar cross p bar. It is defined as the angular momentum. Here linear momentum is defined as p bar is equal to m into v bar. M is the mass of the object, v is the velocity. So that we go throughout the next, that is a scalar field and vector field. We know the basic definition of scalar and vector. Scalar, which is having the, we know the scalar. Scalar is those physical quantity which passes only magnitude and no direction in a space, such as, for example, temperature, mass, time, volume, etc. These are the scalar quantities. Here scalar field means the function which is present in the scalar quantity, so that it is known as scalar field. Here scalar field means the function of the space whose value at the point is a scalar quantity is known as scalar field. And then next is a vector. Vector means those physical quantity which have magnitude and direction. Both also obeys the parallelogram law of addition of the vectors are called vector quantity. Here vector quantity, for example, velocity, acceleration, field strength, these having the both magnitude also and direction, so that this is known as a vector. And here vector field, here we already discussed the scalar field. Scalar field means the function at which point which is a scalar quantity, and here vector field means the function, the space at the point which is vector quantity is known as vector field. And vector field in the consider a region surrounding the point charge. Consider the charge, every charge particle having the electrical field. The electrical field at each and every point surrounding the charge could be represented by the vector, and hence is a vector field. Here consider the charge, every charge particle having the electrical field. So that electrical field of the charge is represented as the vector, so that is known as a vector field. The next is the del operator. This symbol is represented as the del. Here when the del is operator acts on the scalar quantity, it instructs to differentiate the scalar quantity. The operator of del on a scalar quantity result in a vector quantity. The del operator is given by, here del is a scalar quantity. Del means here the to represent differentiate the scalar quantity. When that del is scalar quantity, the result that results come that is in a vector quantity, and that is given by del is equal to I cap dou by dou x plus j cap dou by dou y plus k cap dou by dou z. Here the gradient of operation is performed to find the spatial variations of scalar quantity such as temperature, height, etc. That t be the scalar function. Then del of t state that del act on t. There are three ways in which del can act. Here first one is on a scalar function del of t called the gradient, or del of phi is called as gradient. On the vector functions, the dot product del dot a bar called the divergence. Here in this chapter del dot a bar where is come that is the divergence, and vector functions the cross product del cross a bar called as the curl. Just we remember del t it comes, you just call it as gradient. Wherever del dot a bar comes, we just call it as divergence, and del cross a bar comes, we just call it as curl. Then next is the gradient. Consider a scalar function v. The operator del acting on the scalar function v is given by del dot v. We know the value of del, that is I cap dou by dou x plus j cap dou by dou y plus k cap dou by dou z. Then remaining term is v. Just multiply v here. Then that equation comes I cap dou v by dou x plus j cap dou v by dou y plus k cap dou v by dou z. The gradient del v point along the maximum variations of the functions v, and magnitude of del v given the rate of change of maximum directions.